Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram on magicalkey666. You have the link down below because I have no followers and you should follow me. So in this video I wanted to share with you how can you predict a profession of a person with the help of the trumps, with the help of the major arcana. I really like to categorize the profession only with the majors because they have more of meaning and we can see what is the profession of the person. Now please activate also your imagination. You can add more to what I'm saying. This is going to be a very brief interpretation and you can add yours. So basically, let's start. The Fool for me is someone that is adventurer, explorer, and a risk taker. It is also someone who does not have a particular schedule. This is someone who is free and also, free in his timing. His profession can be very flexible. So basically this is a wanderer, a traveler, adventurer, someone who is making money by that, who basically wandering the world and exploring, and it can be also some extreme sport, extreme risk-taking profession. So this is for the Fool. Let's go to the Magician. The Magician is going to be someone who is actually a master, craftsman, someone who is doing something very, very well and he's a master in his profession. It is someone that can work with his hands. It can be literally a magician, but not a occultist, but a magician who's doing tricks. But the range of professions in this card is really, really huge. It is someone who is really into his business, who is into his craft, someone who is doing something, activating his free will, and he's a master. Like, he's perfecting his work. He's a perfectionist in a way. We can see that it does not even matter what the profession of the magician. We can see that here the person is a master. He is very, very good at what he is doing. So now the High Priestess. I know that this is Tarot de Marseille, this is the Papessa, it's not really High Priestess, but everyone is reading the cards with the Rider-Waite names, with the Golden Dawn names. So here we have secret knowledge, we have all the professions of occult, mysticism, tarot reading, occultist, witches, magicians, everyone who's making money from the esoterics. This is the esoteric world. This is all the professions of the esoteric world. Also, she can be a teacher, but it will be a teacher of the esoterics. This is not just a teacher. So all those esoteric professions are going to be here. Everyone who's taking secret knowledge and from the past and working in that. So if you're a tarot reader, you are the High Priestess. Now we have the Empress. The Empress will show all the professions that has to do with females and female beauty, and also food and restaurants. Here we have aesthetics, fashion industry, beauty industry, beauty gurus. Beauty gurus are debatable because they are more of a bloggers, but here this is people who are actually trying to beautify a woman. And also we have restaurants and food industry. I know it's a lot, but the Empress is nourishing. She's giving us food, and she is the symbol of femininity. So all of those professions are going to be in this card. I will not say that this is more of a person who is working at a restaurant, who is giving you service. No, this is food industry. People who are creating food, who are working in making food and sell to you. Grocery stores, something like that. The Emperor. The Emperor, basically, he is a manager. So every time that you have this card, you can understand that the person is a manager, he is in a high position, and he's very authoritative. But if we will go to the professions, this is all our engineers, mathematical minds, accurate science. This is everything that is have to do with calculating, but in a perfect way. Everything is accurate, everything is correct. Engineering, mathematical mind, basically. The Hierophant is got to do with teaching. He's teaching us. The Hierophant is a teacher. So all the professions of teachers are here. If you're a teacher at school, you are here. If you are teaching something, you automatically going to be here. Also, the Hierophant is showing us gurus. All the YouTube gurus that you see, all the gurus in the world that there are, preaching, teaching, mind controlling, this is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone who likes to preach his information. It does not matter which information, he's preaching and teaching you his own ways, how things should be, and this is what he's showing to you. Also, it can be a government institution, someone who is a government official, working in some institution. This is the main theme of the Hierophant. Also, religious gurus, of course, are coming here. Not like the Papessa, not like the High Priestess. There we have the occultists and the witches. Here we have the religious people. So we have the Lovers. The Lovers are actually have to do with communication, diplomacy, and connections with other people. So all the works with selling yourself, communicating, being a diplomat, knowing how to work with people, agents, those are the Lovers. The Lovers are really good at social situations. They're really good at working with people, very, very good at that. And this is what they do. They're working with people, they're negotiating. Yes, and of course it can be some professions that have to do with love, that have to do with this sphere. It can be a matchmaking, it can be marriage, it can be matchmaking. By the way, if you are registering married couple, you will be with the Hierophant, because this is official government profession. So if you are marrying people, of course it will be the Hierophant. Here we have more of a social professions. So just, activate your imagination. I can maybe even forget things, but let's move on. Here we have the Chariot. The Chariot, of course, have to do with cars. This is the main theme of this card. Cars, vehicles, travel. It can be a driver also. Drivers are here, taxi drivers, truck drivers. It's in the Chariot. Also, we can see, like, in an overall description, the Chariot will always say that the person is actually on the way to his dream work. He's working on his dreams. Like, if he has some goals, if he has some dreams that he wants to accomplish, now he's on the road to fulfill his dreams. But overall, if we will speak about a dry profession, this is everything that has to do with drivers and vehicles. Now we have the justice. The justice is have to do with research, with science, with accurate science. But those are not engineers, those are your science people. All the people who are very, very smart academics, who are doing researches, who are writing books, who are really in the field of taking us to the next level in terms of technology and science, those are the people. Those are the most smart people. The justice is the most smart people, the advanced, smart science academics. Now we have the hermit. The hermit is a retired person. This is an old retired person. That person is not working. It also can be a very religious person that is not working, or an old person. There is no profession here. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune will always show to us that the person is living a routine life, that his profession is the same, he's in a cycle and nothing is changing. It also can be lottery, gambling, casino, that like the person is working in that sphere, in that area. Or it can be just a fortunate person who actually won the lottery and he does not need to work anymore. Now, this is a very interesting card. The strength is actually will show to you military professions. Everything that has to do with the military is in the force. Also military and of course sports, because we need to put effort, we need to work, and we need to serve the military. The force is a symbol of army. So my camera died. So the strength card will actually show to you everything that has to do with military and sports. This is a card of putting force, putting effort, Hercules, labor, military, being heroic. This is the symbol of the force. If you're in the military or if you're doing some sport, you can be also a fitness guru and you will be by that card. Now the Hangman will show to you that the person is unemployed, that he does not have any work right now, and basically that's it. Like, he's stuck, he does not have any job, he can be fired. Something messy happened in his work. I wanted to add something that I forgot, and I just filmed this. I forgot about the Hangman actually. This is an unemployed person. Yes, it can be someone who got fired, but the major thing that I forgot, this person is working in a job that he hates, where he is activating his victim. So to all the people who are working in the jobs that they hate and they feel like a victim, that it's not fair, I hate this job, I don't like it. But remember, victimhood is something that the person is choosing. Victimhood is something that gives him benefits. I don't want to go deeply into that, but you can research that in psychology. Victimhood sometimes gives some really sick benefits to the person, but this is all the people who complain, who hates their job, and they don't believe in themselves. They never done something to elevate themselves from this particular work, and this can be their job. So even if the person is a service giver or a cleaning lady, but she hates that, and she's thinking that life is not fair and why I'm here. But remember, people always have choices to activate their free will and get out of a negative situation. It also can show prostitutes and people who are having difficult professions where they are victims, basically. I'm not talking to all the people who are giving service, not at all. I'm a person who gives service, but I don't hate my job. You see, this will show all the people who hates their job. This is someone who is not fulfilled and he's choosing to be a victim in this work. It's someone that don't like what he's doing and he don't want to be there. But he feels that he has no choice. The Death card will show to us everyone who is an undertaker. If the person is a killer, if the person is killing people for his living, this is his job. There are those jobs. So this will be in this card. Yes, of course, it can be all the people who are also working in the morgue, who are dealing with dead people. Everyone who is dealing with the dead. And also, as I told you, people who are killing people for their job. But if this job has to do with military, I mean, if this is some person that needs to take down someone because of political military situation, he will be under the Strength card. But if this is just, some mafia or some assassins, they will be under the Death card. So we have a very interesting card, which is the Temperance. The Temperance will show to us that the person is upgrading something in his work. He's taking something and he's upgrading it. So it can be actually even a plastic surgeon or someone who is taking old vintage furnitures, but he's upgrading them and selling them as new. Someone who is actually upgrading something. So activate your imagination. We can have tons of professions here. It can be someone who is actually upgrading something for the better. So even if this is some jewelry person that he's taking, for instance, gold, he's melting it down and then he's making a new version and new designs of that gold, it can be in that job. It can also show chefs, people who are working at the bakery. So basically everything that has to do with upgrade. Plastic surgeons are coming in this sphere, in this card, because they're taking a person and changing him, modifying him forever. Upgrading that person or upgrading that jewelry or that furniture or that clothing. The Devil. The Devil will show actually that the person is in a false profession, that he's doing something that is not correct for him and he's lying to himself. Or this is very misleading. It can be that the person is actually working in his dream job and this is his passion, but it is a very tricky card. This is a distractive passion. How to say this to you? For instance, if the person is an alcoholic and he's working in a alcohol industry, for instance, that will be the devil. If the person is overweight and he should not eat so much from medical instructions, but he's working as a baker or a chef and he's eating all of this food because this is his job, so this is what the devil will show. If the person have sexual addictions and he's working in the sexual industry, this is what the devil will show. This job is in person's life because of his sickness, because of his addiction. This is what the devil will show. And at some times the devil can show that you are lying to yourself and you are not in the right path. You need to change your profession. So the Tower can show to us everything that has to do with real estate, with buildings, with building, architecture, with structures. Real estate and structures. The Star. The Star is a very interesting card. This card is a card of a helper. This is a card of all the doctors out there, all the medical professions. This is especially the ER, the people who are helping when there is tragedy in someone's life. The Star is a helper when when the situation is really, really bad. If we are talking about astrologers, they will not be here. They will be in the High Priestess, because there we have the occultists, the astrologers, the tarot readers, all the La La Land stuff. Here we have those who are actually saving someone's life. And doctors are saving our lives. They are important, critical, and when we're going to a doctor, when the situation is not so good, when we really need guidance, when we really need help, and the doctor is saving us, the medical industry is saving us. No matter what is your thoughts about the medical industry, still, if we will not have any doctors and those professionals, situation would be very, very bad for everyone. So it can be a veterinarians and also all the medical professions. The Star is the last point before tragedy, the last hope before the situation is going down. The Moon. The Moon will show to us all the people who are actually working in the sea industry. All the divers, all the free divers, all the people who are working at the sea. Will be the Moon card. People who are, I forgot their names, skippers. I think skippers, those who are driving boats, everything that has to do with the sea, with the ocean. This is the Moon. The Sun. The Sun will show to us. The Sun will show to us a famous person. This is someone popular, famous. He's a guru, he's a celebrity, he's out there, everyone knows him. He's exposed. He's the son of everyone. Those are famous people, celebrities, very successful people. The Judgment. Those are going to be people who are working with the past. Those are going to be archaeologists and historians, anthropology. All the people that their profession has to do with past civilizations, with past humanity, with history, is going to be the Judgment. Genealogy also, DNA actually, it will be here. Now we have the World. The World will show to us tourism. All the tour agents, travelers, flight attendants, even pilots, everyone will be here. Everyone who travels the world, everyone who is in different countries, maybe it can be someone also that his job requires him to travel all the time. It can show that, and it will be, of course, international jobs. This is This is all your international workings. This is also a bit misleading because it can be, maybe an international blogger, but still, he's internationally working with people. It can also be an international blogger. But again, international blogger will be someone who is famous, so it will be more of a son, or if he's a guru of something, he will be in the Hierophant. Also, I want to remind you, before I will forget, the magician is your artists and your singers and your actors. I forgot to mention. So if you're asking where are those people, they are at the magician. So anyways, that's it. I hope I did not forget anything, but I'm human, so I can forget something. But overall, this is the professions. Please write in the comments, what do you think? Do you have anything to add? Please do. And if you have something to add, please write in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Because maybe you have some idea and it will fit to some of the trumps, the majors, and it can actually help other people, and I think this is very interesting. So anyways, thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram, magicalkey666, and goodbye.